spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys who are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. The pitch. Turns it on in midfield. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Goes to the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run play action. Coming after him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Fullback's got it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. On the return, it's Curse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Takes the handoff. It's Curse. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Owls are on the move. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Tackle is made after the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The option look. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Davis will throw. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here comes the option. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running back goes in motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run the option. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He got it.
That makes the score Navy 10, Atlanta 3.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Owls. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but it's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on second down. Now on the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After run, now throw. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The short hands, it's Wells. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion has him set up second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Davis looking to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback moving. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score. Navy 13, Florida Atlantic 10.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll ride his man on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Second down coming up. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got it set up on the outside. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The option look. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Navy, 20. Florida Atlantic, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the Owls in the hurry up. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question when a quarterback is going to that. Nice job.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
20. For Atlanta. 17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Brings up second down.
The give to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Davis looking to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
And that's a first down for the offense.
On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. And they get the sack just like that.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Navy will have to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Kurtz. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take nothing but green ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Owls want to move quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After the misfire, now on second down. Quick strike complete. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Might as well give it to him again. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. gives a hoot. The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Davis will throw. And the sack all the way back in the 5.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Wells. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Back open in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Davis looking to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking left. It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run the option. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Navy quick to the line.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing, and they need to put some drives to...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Navy.
Touchdown.
Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
The give. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Navy, 28.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Makes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. After the filthy move, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's caught. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Davis will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The sure hands, it's Barnes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw it again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Wells. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. On the run, fires downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.